Hey guys, this presentation is on SDG6, which is clean water and sanitation. My name is Chris Field, and we will be talking about Norway for this one. So, why do we care about goal number 6? Well, it aims to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Water and sanitation are critical to the health of people on the planet. Goal 6 not only addresses the issues relating to drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene, also known as WASH, but also the quality and sustainability of resources worldwide. Improvements in drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene are essential for progress in other areas of development as well, such as nutrition, education, health, and gender equality. Furthermore, a lot of people die every year from diseases associated with unsafe hygiene, water, sanitation. Kids and the elderly, of course, are way more susceptible to these sorts of things. Each year, over 300,000 children under 5 due to diarrhea linked to inadequate wash. So, this graph shows safely managed facilities. This is Norway versus the United States. Contrary to some of my other presentations here, you can see how Norway is actually behind the United States here. So the measurement here is based on sanitation facilities. As I mentioned, a safely managed sanitation facility is one where excreta is safely disposed of in situ or treated off-site. A basic hand washing facility is defined by a device to contain, transport, or regulate the flow of water to facilitate hand washing with soap and water in the household. So here we have our share of domestic wastewater that is safely treated, again, against the United States and Norway here. You can see the United States, at least for what's reported, we have a much higher ratio of safely treated wastewater. The goal here, having the proportion of untreated wastewater and substantially increasing recycling and safe reuse globally by 2030. So some interesting facts here about this SDG. 2% of renewable water resources in Norway are being withdrawn after taking into account environmental flow requirements. I'm not going to read each and every single one of these, of course. So 76% of domestic wastewater in Norway is safely treated. 65% of the population in Norway uses a safely managed sanitation service. 99% of the population in Norway uses a safely managed drinking water service. Now, this is kind of interesting because there's actually a very large nomadic indigenous tribe or people in northern Norway there, and the fact that they can actually use a drinking water service is pretty astounding. I would imagine that they make up more than just 1% of Norway's in total. So 89% of transboundary basin areas have an operational arrangement for water cooperation as well here in Norway. So that's pretty neat. So let's talk about a little mind map here. So 3 big things that go along with SDG6 here: natural resources, sanitation, and wastewater, of course. Some ways that we can always improve here. So wastewater, we have IoT devices and drones. Drones, of course, aren't always aerial, but we can use them inside of the water or wastewater at that. Same with IoT devices here. We can actually use these to measure solid content in water, which can let us know how well or poor we are doing with our treatment of our water. Of course, education is going to be one of the leading ways of increasing sanitation here, besides government intervening, of course, but teaching people how to properly wash their hands, something that came around with COVID-19. Awesome stuff. And of course, knowing more about our natural resources, our air quality, where our fresh water is coming from, how much fresh water we are using. Are we overusing our fresh water? Looking at you, California.